What is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Throwing on first down is Allen. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. 48 yards. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Yeah, they'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. He got 29 yards that time. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got it first, the Bills' 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. From the red zone now, Watson right back to Njoku. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down, Watson. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the air yet again, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air, Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's where the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. His success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The Bills at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
He's still on his feet. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, it's been this negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30, past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bills send the punter out, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson on first down.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Watson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Play fake, and it's Watson.
And quickly finding Reagor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jalen Reagor,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Second and short now following the fumble. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
After the sack on first down, Watson, he's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw once more on second and 10. Watson, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And taken right on the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The
Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit